Welcome to another Sunday Q&A, and today I'm driving the Hellcat. Actually decided to go down to the coffee shop, which I think they have a few new chicks making coffee, and they're not very good at it. So, um, yeah. That being said, we are just kind of taking a relaxing day because tomorrow I'm going to be doing some of the stuff on the Charger, including the window frame stuff, which is probably going to be pretty easy. So yeah. But what's going on? So yeah, the Charger's coming along pretty well. It has been quite a bit of work, but now that all the quarter panels and doors are lined up and everything in the back, all the back sheet metal is pretty much spot on and ready to be welded together and then leaded. I really need to work on the window frames and pretty much the door frame sheet metal, because that's going to be a combination of Magnum, Charger, and 300C. So it's just going to be a lot of just trying to figure it out. I need to probably make the bottom piece the Magnum, the center piece the 300C, and then the top piece is probably going to be where it meets the roof skin. It's probably going to be a little bit of custom slash a little bit of the Charger old sheet metal that was there. But yeah, let's see what's going on today. We all want to see you buy a E55 AMG and put your touch on it. I don't know. I mean, I don't have issues with Mercedes, but it's they're not really one of my favorite cars. I mean, they're probably on the bottom of everything, just because Mercedes builds cars so cheap now. It's not real leather, and it's just a lot of just kind of cheapness out of they're just using their name. But maybe eventually I'll do a Mercedes, but it's not really on the top of my list at all. I don't know. It's just one of those things. What color am I going to paint it? It's going to be some shade of blue. I'm not exactly sure what what color or what shade, or if it's going to be a tri-coat or whatnot, but it's definitely going to be blue. So that's definitely confirmed. But the if it's metallic or pearl or tri-coat or just a base clear or something like that, it's just up in the air right now until I go to the paint store, do some spray outs, and just kind of go from there, decide what I want it to look like. What is up? Pretty much just hanging out today because it's Sunday and I've been working on stuff all week. I actually worked on the Mini Cooper quite a bit yesterday. I'll have a video out for that tomorrow. I got to start, but I had to go to the junkyard to grab a condenser because the it just won't stay running, and I was getting it to start by pulsing the coil. So if that works, that'll be awesome. But it does run. It sounds pretty good too. Just need to figure out that little condenser issue. What's up, bud, from New York? Not much. Just hanging out, having a. It's actually pretty warm today, but in the shade, it's not too bad right here. Tomorrow's Monday, so today it's like 100. Tomorrow, it's supposed to snow 3 inches. Is what the news said, but the news can't tell anything correct, so we'll see. I highly doubt it's going to snow tomorrow. It usually doesn't snow. The first snow is always after Halloween, so if it snows tomorrow, I'll be very surprised. But yeah, they're like, it's supposed to be like 31 and snowing 3 inches. It's like, not happening. Let's see. Hey Dave, towed a Jeep with a Honda. What color the Charger gonna be? Just said that. Hit the like people. Thanks, Tony. Somebody donated $5. Devin the motorcycle mechanic. Thanks, man. He donates all the time. Here's a couple dollars for a drink to go with lunch. Love the videos. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hey Dave, the Hell Mag is coming along well. Always looking forward to new vids. Thanks, I appreciate it. I should have the next video out either Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'll have the mini video out Monday, and then probably the Charger video out on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and then another one out on like Friday. So I've been trying to do dailies, but some of the stuff, getting stuff to line up like the quarter panels and everything, was a lot of cutting and fabricating and stuff like that. So when I'm doing stuff like that, it's a little bit more difficult to do dailies, but it's moving along a lot quicker now that I have the parts, and then I have all, you know, access to the correct tools and stuff like that. So it's just hopefully we can get this thing. I'm hoping for Friday for getting the car in high build, but never know. It's just so much stuff that has to be done, but it's coming. It's very, very close. I mean, it's really getting there, which is making me super excited. Awesome. Have you seen the blue purple DIY painted as Hellcat? Yeah, it's a pretty sick color. It's I really don't want the I don't know, it's really cool, but I don't think the Charger would look, I mean, it'd probably look good in it. I just don't think it just isn't light enough. It's just too dark. I don't want the car to be that dark. It's a really cool color. Maybe if I did like the light blue with that, like, I don't know if it's a light purple mid tint, but if I did like that light mid tint over it, it would look really cool. But I don't want the car to be that dark of a shade. Gotta go. Peace. See ya, Tony. Can you advise me on my Hellcat Magnum build? I mean, pretty much you just need a donor car. I remember when you got the FD for a summer daily driver. Yeah, that was I mean, there's just so many things on that car that were so haggard. So it just like over boosted all the time. The turbo manifold was just junk. So maybe next summer I could drive it, but we'll see. I'll probably end up driving it during the winter because it doesn't snow that much here. And I don't know, it might be, I almost would rather drive my cars here during the winter when it's nice out, because then you don't have to worry about all the really bad weather like hail and stuff like that. But we'll see. Should throw a Viper motor in the Charger wagon. No, I don't think so. What do you think about adding a panoramic 300 roof? It's not happening. I heard up to a foot of snow there. There's no way there's gonna be any snow. It's not happening. Their snow prediction is pretty much how they predict everything else. It's inconsistent and wrong. Hope it's some sort of light blue. People need to see the car details a lot better. Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to have something that light blue metallic that the Chargers come in. It really does show the body lines, and I really almost want to paint it just that color, but it's such a cool car. I don't know if I just want to have it like a stock Dodge color. So I might do something to it, maybe. We'll see what happens. Do a blown 6.0 rebuild flip series. I mean, I've already done that. Can you show us some pictures of your projects? Well, I don't really have any pictures here, so update on the Charger wagon. There's a video, you can watch it. Let's see, B5 Life. I mean, it's a cool color. House of Color paint, heat sensitive color change. I don't know about that. That's cool on Hot Wheels and stuff, but no donor car, but thanks. I mean, if you're gonna do it, I'd buy a donor car. Can't wait to see the Charger finished. It's gonna be awesome. What color are you gonna paint it? A blue. Have you decided if it's gonna be Kong or what name for it yet? Definitely need to leave the hell in it. I think, just my 2 cents. I really don't think it needs to be like hell something. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with Rampage because so many people like that name. I mean, Kong would have been cool, but I mean, both of the names were really interesting. And Dodge already made this weird Haggard truck that was called Rampage a long time ago, so it kind of works. And you know, they had this weird emblem, but I'm not using that emblem, so I'll just use the name, use my emblem. And I also, you know, have been looking at some details that I might want to add on the car, some little minute details, because I really don't like that many badges. So like where it says Charger on the back, I'm gonna just delete that and have that pretty much just shaved almost. Those are just like stick-on letters, get rid of all that. And then probably down below, like on the new Daytonas, they say Daytona on the taillight, just kind of like a ghosting. I'll probably do that with the Rampage, and then have the emblem on the side, and maybe do like an SRT, and then my emblem on the SRT emblem on the front grill. So I think it'll look pretty cool. Dave, please join Mopar conversion page on Facebook. All types of conversions there. Love your Sunday live streams. Thanks. Go DIY style and create your own color. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. It depends if the spray outs, because I'm gonna do a few spray outs with mid coats over the bases and kind of see what it looks like. But if it ends up that just the normal color looks a lot better, I'll probably just end up spraying it that color, because at the end of the day, it's still going to be a sick color and it's still going to be a sick car. So paint dark metallic blue with a thin tapered smoke metallic silver graphite stripe on the roof. I'm not going to do any dark colors. I really don't want to. Dark colors really hide body lines, which I don't want to do. I could do a black base coat and then like a purple mid coat, which it would show all the body lines because the purple in the sun, but I really don't want it to be a dark color at all. Have you thought about what you're going to do on the interior of the Charger? So pretty much all I'm going to do is use a Challenger dash, center console, and then all Charger seats, as well as all Charger door panels. I'm going to probably end up using part of the Magnum headliner, make a headliner. I'll end up using all the Hellcat, the trim up to the back door, and then that'll be all the Magnum interior. So it all should just go right in. And then I think what I'm going to do, so when I did the 6.4 swap Magnum, I just used that SEM paint, but I might just end up thinning down some of the bed liner so it's really fine, and then spray all that stuff black, because that SEM stuff just really it gets scratched up really easy, and the bed liner would really resist those scratches. So if you guys know, all the Magnum stuff is like a light tan, light gray. It doesn't look really well. It doesn't look good. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I think most of the stuff will just clip in, because I kept most of the bolting points for the trim. I made sure to try to keep as much as I could. So when I clipped all that stuff in, it had the spots to actually clip in. So I don't think I'm gonna do it a gray. I figured I'd better give you another $5. Sounds like you need some cold medicine. No, it's just I don't know what it was. I went over to the Junkyard to get that condenser for the Mini, and then I drove over to the coffee shop, and like right when I walked in the coffee shop, like I don't know, they had like some incense crap because it's like a hippie place. So they had like some incense crap going, and it just like irritated my nose. And I usually never have allergies or anything like that. I think it just bothered me. So it'll go away. Thanks for all your videos, but I appreciate the $5. Thanks. Thanks for all your videos, really helping me on my build. Appreciate it, Chris. Okay, my uncle had a Rampage back in the day. Very cool to go with it. Thanks. Auction car flip series. I mean, I've done quite a few. I mean, I really haven't. I have quite a few auction cars. I could, like the Subaru, that WRX, I what did I get for, like $600? That WRX, I should be able to sell for like at least 25, because I've seen ones that don't run for 25, and that one just needs body work, but it runs great. So I probably could turn that $600 into $2,500. So I could do a flip series, but I just get tired of dealing with people on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and stuff like that. It's just kind of taxing. So I really have to want to sell something to actually sell it on to somebody, because it's just such a pain most of the time, because people just don't come in. Oh yeah, like when I go buy something, I just go and I'm like, yeah, whatever, here's I already know I'm gonna pay for it. I'll like offer them something. If they don't like it, I'll just pay them, and just kind of go from there. But some people just come and then they like want to look at it, and then they like, oh, well, I don't have the money right now. It's like, why did you even come and look at this if you don't have the money to buy it? So it's just, will you be selling the Hellcat once the wagon is finished? So I'm not going to be selling the Hellcat once the wagon's finished. I'm most likely going to be giving it away. So I've been thinking about it. I really don't want to do a bunch of merch or anything like that. I may end up doing it, but I might just do a Patreon only giveaway. So just have like a tier that's like $50 tier or something, and have like, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 spots, and just kind of let those fill up and just kind of go from there, and then just pick from the people that were in that tier. So it's I really don't want to sell it. I don't know, we'll see. But if I do give it away, I'm going to actually finish the blend. I'll blend the door and the quarter into that fender, so all the paint will be immaculate, and then the rest of the car will be, I still need to go have them program the airbag control module, so I'll have all that stuff because the light's showing for that, and then just make it 100% perfect, because I don't want to give something away that isn't good to go. But to me, really having the airbags doesn't bother me, because I would rather not get hit in the face by an airbag. So the seat belts and everything still work, but yeah, I'd want to get all that stuff 100% and just kind of go from there. But yeah, the idea is to give it away, if anything. I definitely don't want it sitting outside, because the Charger is going in the garage. So what about Plum Crazy? I'm a fan of Plum Crazy on the VR4, but on the Charger, I don't think it would complement the wagon very well. Good luck, Dave. Alex from Russia. Thanks, Alex. Trade Trevor the FD for his spare Supra. You know how stupid that would be? That'd be the dumbest thing ever. The FD, it's a 95 R2 Sport Touring FD. They made 200 of them in, like, I think less than 200 of them in brilliant black, which was funny because Adam LZ said his yellow one was, I think they made less brilliant black ones in 95 than they made of those yellow ones. So the car is literally like a $45,000 to $50,000 car. So yeah, I'm not going to trade a you know, a $40,000 to $50,000 car for a piece of shit Supra that's been sitting around that doesn't have all the parts to it and stuff. So do plum crazy purple? I don't think so. I'm still trying to research and learn what I have to do to put a VVT motor in a non-VVT car, and if you made a video, I haven't found it yet. VVT what? What engine? I'm just very curious what made you think of building the charger, because you are a genius for thinking of it. So I mean, the only reason I thought about it, so I built the Hellcat, I had that spare Challenger, I had the, you know, I was like, well, I could get a Magnum, I could throw all this stuff in, it'd be kind of cool to have a, you know, an updated Magnum. So I built the Magnum, and then I seen quite a few people already swap the fronts onto the old Magnums, and I was like, well, I could do that, or I could just leave this Magnum and then, you know, in the future start ramping up to build the Charger wagon. And instead of doing the front end conversion on the Magnum, I just ramped up to getting all the stuff that I needed to build this Charger. So that's really what started it. I got the Magnum, I swapped all the stuff in it, it was cool. I did race week, I was like, it's even better. I mean, it'd be really cool to have a newer one of these. So that's really where the idea came from, is once I was almost finished with the original Magnum, I was like, yeah, I need to do a newer one, and that's kind of where it came from. It's so cool, the work you do. Thanks. Hellcat Magnum Rampage, that should be the name of the car. I don't know, I'm not exactly sure. It's probably just going to be a, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep the Magnum name anywhere in it. I don't really think it. I think the Magnum name was kind of like an afterthought, because they had like those Magnum trucks, and then I think they just slapped the name on it, so people would be like, well, that's kind of like the same thing. Would you ever build a G-body? Possibly. Hi, I'm not being thick, but a European. I am trying to work out exactly what you are doing. If I am right, then you're taking a Charger, making it an estate from a Magnum, and powering it with a 4x4 engine. I mean, the engine's pretty much used in everything, but the transmission is a four-wheel. No, the transmission's technically a rear-wheel drive with electronic transfer case, so it has it's not full-time four-wheel drive, it's selective, or whatever they call that stuff, but yeah, pretty much. So 3 cars into one. I mean, I think it's almost like 6 cars into one. I think it's like six cars. How are you going to register the Magnum when it's done? Will it be registered as a kit car? No, it'll still keep the original chassis registration, so it's going to have the same VIN number, so it's really not going to change anything on it. Good luck, Dave, watching your videos from Pakistan. Thanks, I appreciate it. It's still a Charger when getting registered because of the VIN on the body. Yes. Dave, quick question. I have a 06 Charger RT with 15. Will the 15 seats bolt in it? I mean, it'll probably be the same thing that the Magnum has to do. You just have to cut those tabs off and they bolt in. Doc should build a Dave edition in your honor. So actually what I'm actually going to do with this, it's going to be pretty funny. So hopefully I can get it running and driving. I don't know, it's very ambitious of me, but I would really like to be able to get it running and driving 100%, you know, not maybe the interior not 100%, but the exterior and the drivetrain 100%, so I can make make a commercial to just throw shade at Dodge big time, because I think it would be funny just to make like a, you know how everybody makes, I was watching this stupid preview for a movie, but then it was a fake preview and I was pissed off, and I was like, man, what if I did that as like a Dodge commercial, made like a fake Dodge commercial, and kind of made it so it looked like it was a Dodge commercial, but with the new Charger, and did like at the end of it, call Dodge for your pre-orders, just so they'd like get blown up from all these people wanting this car. And I think it'd be kind of funny. So we'll see if I can get it done before the end of the year. I could do it for 2021. So like get your 2021 pre-orders, which I think would be pretty funny. But yeah, either way, I'm gonna do a kind of like a fake commercial. I think it'd be funny to mess with Dodge a little bit. Name it the Junkyard Dog. I don't think so. Name it Storm Charger. Nah. 2017 6.4 in my 05 Magnum RT. It's a VVT. I mean, you just need all the engine computer and wiring for the interior. I mean, you most likely could wire it into the interior in your stock interior, but I would just swap all the wiring and get rid of all that, the old gauge cluster and stuff. Thanks, get it? No, either way, it's brilliant YouTube project to watch. Greetings from Germany. Thanks. M&M? M&Ms. Are you on Facebook? No, I have like a page on Facebook, but not like a profile. I'm trying to figure out the name too. Hellcat powered Magnum, Hellmag, I don't know. It would be so cool to take it to SEMA. That all depends on a company. Pleasure watching you work. Do builds. Hold on, watching you work. Do build for customers. I really don't do anybody other than my own builds, unless it's something like super crazy and somebody has like a bunch of money that they want to throw at something. So, because I mean, it takes a long time to do this stuff, and my time's not cheap. So, love the Dodge commercial idea. I think it'd be really funny to like just have Dodge wondering what's going on, because all these people will be calling about a new Magnum. Well, we just saw the commercial. And then they'd find it, and then they'd be like, what the fuck? Can't wait to see the commercial. It's gonna be epic. I just need to find somebody to film it, because it needs to be, I need to find like an actual videographer. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, that's right? But yeah, I need to find somebody that actually, it's probably gonna be a few people, but it's gonna be one of those things where it needs to be legit. Because I mean, I could edit videos and stuff, and if I really spend a lot of time at it, it could be a pretty decent video. But at the end of the day, you know, people that do it professionally are way better at it. So it might be worth the little bit of cost to get a legit commercial. Hi from John in the UK. What's going on? Dodge is going to hate you even more, just like Tesla hates rich rebuilds. They're going to be like, now we got to build it. Okay, Dave, would it be possible to swap a 15 Charger interior dashboard and gauge cluster to body harness into an 06 Charger? As long as you swap all the engine stuff as well with the harness. I just get a donor car. It's so much easier. It'll save you so much time and headaches and hassle. Saw how you did the Challenger dash. Was wondering about gapping issues. I mean, you just use the trim. I mean, it's all swappable pretty much. I mean, you have to use, if you want black, well, you could use your Magnum A-pillar trim and stuff like that. It's just a mixture of everything. When will the Magnum be done? It just just kind of depends on paint and all that stuff. So just kind of still working things out. What's your future plans after this build? I mean, I uh, I have all kinds of cars. I have all kinds of builds. I mean, they're just gonna keep progressing, and once, I mean, if I ever get, I mean, the more they progress, the better they're gonna get. I mean, the more people that watch my channel, and stuff, the builds just get better and better. And I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good for, you know, well, I mean, I'm using a lot of, pretty much 95% of my own money, but um, once I start getting a little bit more views and stuff like that, I can start putting a lot more money into the projects, and it's just kind of exponential. So it's one of those things. If the channel still does well, and keeps doing better and better and better, and I can start putting, more and more and more money into the builds, I mean, they'll just get more and more insane. So, and the channel and the content and stuff will get a lot more better. So I don't really plan on being one of those channels that, I've seen quite a few where, they pretty much, you make it almost, and then you just kind of flatline, and you're just like, you just kind of ride it down until it burns. I plan on trying to, do what Cletus did, and you know start to make it, and then just keep just throwing Mr. Beast and stuff like that, and some of the larger YouTubers just start throwing that money into the channel and the builds, and making the cars cooler and cooler and cooler, and it's just what it takes. So hopefully they'll get bigger and better, and I could do more and more stuff, and then I could, once the charger's done, maybe add some more power to it, see where we can get it, stuff like that. So it's going to be one of those things. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Charger wide body wagon, nice. Then I'd have to throw some CCWs on it. I have a 19 Scat Pack and have a 1981 Malibu. I want to put the drivetrain and suspension in the Malibu. I don't know how to do the work. I was wondering, is it possible, and how much do you think? I mean, aren't Malibus front wheel drive? I think, isn't it 81 Malibu front wheel drive? I mean, it's going to be quite a bit of work. And with all that work, it's like, if you figure any shop that you take it to that knows what they're doing, fabrication wise, they're most likely going to charge you $80 to $120 an hour. And I mean, you could easily have 80 to 120 hours into doing something like that. So it's one of those things. It's just how much you want to spend. So Dodge commercial would be awesome. I think it'd be pretty cool. I think that's a great idea. How does your license work in the USA? Can you just drive anything, or is it like different license codes? So I can pretty much drive anything up to like commercial. Once it gets to something where I need a CDL for in commercials, anything. So I could drive a semi as long as it's a single axle, but once it's a dual axle, it's considered commercial. So and then you have to get a commercial license, which I could pretty much drive anything up to that. And I don't really plan on driving a dual axle semi anytime soon. So I love DIY Gang Hellcat build. I mean, he did a pretty good job. I'm gonna have to say that. Hey Dave, hello from Jamaica. Call the car a Dodge Dragon. I don't know. Let's see. What would you ever consider the Hellcat Challenger Vert something else Dodge didn't build? I was actually thinking about getting like a red eye and converting it to like a truck, a ute. Which mufflers sound best on a Hemi? I don't know. I just have the stock ones. Somebody donated $20. Thanks for being you. Thanks. I appreciate that. It was Chris Weaver. I appreciate that a lot, man. Anything helps. No, it's rear wheel. So I would say, I mean, it's going to be a lot of fabrication, because to me, if I was going to do a car like that, I would pretty much use the front and rear subframes and then make them either fit into the Malibu, or and I'm sure I'm not sure if the engine would be a lot larger. You have to fit all that extra stuff. I mean, you just have to really consider that. um, I would use all the newer drivetrain and pretty much all as much new stuff as you possibly can, but getting the subframes mounted in the car is probably going to be a little bit of doing. I mean, it just depends on what shop you can find to do the stuff, but it's going to be one of those things that it's probably going to cost a little bit of money. So I would just be prepared for it, but it will be a cool swap when it's done. You're a big help to my build. Thanks. I appreciate it, Chris. What up, my boy? How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. You can put a Hellcat exhaust on a 5.7 Hemi. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh, it sounds crazy. Oh, I guess you can put it on there. Yeah, they're all the same. They're pretty much all the same. I think you can put a Hellcat exhaust on a V6. You should name it the Royal Monaco, as a sort of throwback to the 1970s Dodge wagon. I mean, I don't think that really wouldn't go with the emblem that I made. Right now, what I want to kind of do, and the reason why I didn't want to, so I could have kept the one thing I was thinking about was, so Dodge is pretty much I would really love to see like a priest or like a pastor or something, or whatever, whoever runs the churches, like a church, driving like a Hellcat Demon or something like that to like church, because it's like Dodge is really like pushing like the satanic stuff, which I don't care about, but it'd would be so funny, because somewhere it's happening, because somebody's into Dodges and they have a Demon or a Red Eye or something. But it's I don't know, with the emblem I just kind of wanted it to be just different, but kind of like a throwback almost. But then I thought about Kong and stuff like that. So I mean, the whole Rampage thing worked out really well, and it seemed like a lot of people were really interested in the name, and kind of that I decided that to use like a gorilla or whatever was just a little bit better. Somebody sent me a link to Amazon, and it was like they said that was the same badge, and it was just like it was not the same. It was really bad. So I don't know. I think we're kind of going the correct direction with the emblem and the name and how the car's going to look. So it's just getting to the end point is one of those things. It's just day by day, and it's there's not really a slow way to do it. So I definitely just need to keep working at it. Let's see. Oh, does this have like a pointy thing on one side? I wish this ice would melt. Let's see. But do you have any kind of messaging app to where we can communicate? Because I know there's not many people out there that has done this build. I've got one guy with a Charger with a Hellcat engine. I mean, on Instagram, you could just DM me on there, and we could talk. But it's it's like a newer Charger with the Hellcat, or like an older Charger? LS swap 240Z build? No, I'm gonna keep the RB30 in it. But he's got the newer Charger with the VVT. He's also on the new Mopar conversion page on Facebook, but I'm looking for someone that did it themselves with their own hands like you. So the thing about it, as long as he uses the factory engine harness and the body control module, the issue he's probably having is he's not using all the interior electronics, which it's all key coded. So it's not seeing the key, which is a big issue. So if he sent off the ECU and had it like what's it called, unlocked, it should get rid of that need to see the key, which then he could just pretty much start it with anything. But I would just upgrade the interior at the same time. It's so worth it. I mean, the older interiors are just so old and outdated, and the newer stuff's just really nice. So I would just throw a new dash in there, throw all the new electronics, and just kind of it's worth the extra cost if he doesn't have a donor car. But and then there's all the extra wiring that he doesn't have to do. Everything just plugs in. So you could DM me on Instagram, but I would just kind of go from there. Hey Dave, I'm your fan from Malaysia. What's going on? What you call real experience? Huh? No one's doing sports car rebuilds anymore. What do you consider a sports car? Keep up the good work. Thanks, Sam. You can also reach me through the group Midnight Mopar Car Club. We help sick and abused children, but anyways, I'm admin on air because I started the club, so you can always reach me. See, I don't know how to add clubs to, so I have like a Facebook, I don't know what it's called. It's not like a profile, it's like something else, but I don't know how to add groups to it because it's not like a profile. It's like a whatever it's called. Hit up the local college. There's always film students looking for a project to do. Build a Dodge Demon with 12 valve. Why would you want something slower? Let's see. I love that series. Thanks, I appreciate it. So it's almost been an hour. I need to go do some stuff. I want to get put that condenser on the Mini and get it running. I also need to throw a fuel pump on it, but then I can finish up the video. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Everybody that donated money, I appreciate that as well. It's not expected, but I do really appreciate it. At the end of the day, it helps. Every little bit does. And tomorrow will be a mini video. Wednesday will probably be a Charger video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.